In the heart of Central Texas, nestled between Austin and College Station, you'll find the Tanglewood VFD, a small team of volunteer firefighters dedicated to protecting their community. Because in the plains of Texas, they may be the first and last line of defense.
Being so rural like we are, the closest ambulance normally is what, 18, 20 miles? Sometimes you may be the first person on scene to help somebody for 15 to 20 minutes.
I had to think every day about whether or not I'm going to call in the middle of the night because people's lives and property depend on it.
Like many rural volunteer departments across Texas, the Tanglewood VFD faces another challenge: finding funding to support them.
I mean, we get $2,000 from the county, and then we maybe over the course of the year maybe get $6 to $8 grand maybe. So looking at running off of $10,000, that's for fuel and everything. So
you have to justify every penny you spend.
You may have ideas about this would be nicer to have or that's nicer to have, but the money's just not there because it needs to go elsewhere.
Many volunteer departments have to rely on their own fundraising efforts to get by, but that only goes so far. For many rural firefighters, finding grant funds for financial support can make all the difference. For the Tanglewood VFD, that meant turning to Texas Mutual and VFIS of Texas, two organizations dedicated to supporting emergency service workers throughout the state. Together, they offer health and wellness grants to emergency responders all across Texas. Just last year alone, 78 organizations received over $230,000. These funds empower first responders to create wellness programs, giving them the opportunity to improve their own health and better serve their communities. The Tanglewood VFD used their grant money to transform their station and start a fitness program of their own.
Once we were able to get that grant, that gave us the budget because that's what it was specific for. Me and Richard had talked about that we see a lot as heart attacks. It's like #1 leading death firefighters. And we've kind of geared a lot towards cardio, and the CrossFit stuff also is more of a cardio workout. So we're trying to prevent that as much as possible. Some of the stuff is job specific stuff like the sandbags. It's more work related, and man, you're gonna feel that the next day. You really are. Come on, Richard, where's your run arm? Get that run arm.
There's been times when before we started working out, I felt like I was going to die on a call. And now it's a little more comfortable and I feel more confident in doing grass fires and house fires and wrecks and stuff like that.
Ain't nothing about firefighting light. It's all heavy. And the equipment's heavy, hose is heavy, your gear's heavy. Everything is about weight. And I've noticed on calls, we don't get as tired. We're able to pick up things and carry heavier things. Man, that used to be heavy before, but now it's not that bad.
With the right tools and motivation, the Tanglewood Fitness program has seen some amazing results. A combined weight loss of over 100 pounds in just under a year.
You have to change your whole lifestyle to become healthier, and having the means to do it, like with the gym we have here, makes it a lot easier.
The most exciting part for me and him was when we saw pant size go down, where you start not fitting in the clothes that you were in, and you're just like, man, it even drives you even more.
Well, I can wear pants I wore back in high school, I will say that.
Through all their hard work, the bonds of the Tanglewood Brotherhood have only strengthened in the gym and when called into action.
What I like best is the support group part of it.
When you're around people that you know and you spend all the time with and stuff, you feel more comfortable when you work harder.
When we all come together, we just mesh together and become one unit, and it carries over into the firefighting part.
It's nice because, firefighting is like a brotherhood. We all work together as a team, so, this workout group has just enhanced that brotherhood aspect of it and made us even closer. Just because, there's one thing, you go out on calls, you got to trust one another, because if the other person doesn't know what they're doing, they can get you killed. It's kind of like your best friend. You go everywhere, you trust them, you're able to get things done like Jell-O, everything's as smooth as Jell-O.